The Reality of the Gospel World Outreach Ministries presents the Voice of Deliverance broadcast, featuring the explosive preaching, bold teaching, and the powerful prayer of deliverance of Heaven's Ambassador, Leonard Ford. Brother Ford is a minister that does what others don't, and he has a ministry that goes where others won't. He and his wife, Jessie, travel across America and around the world, preaching hope and bringing deliverance. Whether they are in the church, under the gospel tent, or on the mission field, they boldly declare that if you continue in the word, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Now I present to you Brother Ford.
Special guest today is Rev Malcom Keener, and we want to share some stuff with you concerning him being a Christian and a businessman, and afford you some business opportunities that I believe will make a major difference in your life if you will connect with him. So, Brother Keener, let's talk about, first of all, the opportunities you have for them to acquire your services and maybe even partake of space you have available.
Okay, yes, it is. As it relates to them partaking of my services, first of all, I have a business what is called Faith Beauty Supply. It's under an umbrella called Faith Enterprises. Faith Enterprises is a conglomerate of Faith Beauty Supply and Creative Crown Beauty and Barber Salon. Those two entities also have a store, which is Faith Beauty Supply, inside the salon. And as far as it relates to the people that perhaps want to take advantage of what we have to offer, I am a traveling distributor as I travel around the state of Arkansas. Generally, sometimes I may go into areas like Texarkana, Texas, and things like that. But for the most part, I am, again, a traveling distributor around the state of Arkansas to where I deliver supplies to the different beauty salons, to the schools, and things like that that are needed as far as the product is concerned. I also carry the product I carry is a product called Straight Request. Straight Request is a black-owned company out of Orlando, Florida, and I've been operating with their products for the last, I guess, 25 years. I found them to be a very reputable company. I found them to be a company that takes care of the needs of what I have to order, and they look out for the welfare of this industry as it relates to hair care products, as it relates to the client's hair. They will research and find out what is best for that particular client before they create a product. And for that, I am truly thankful for them for that. So I've been with them. I used to have several other companies that were under my umbrella as far as products is concerned, but I found out that this particular company carried everything per se that I felt like I needed that would benefit the average client's hair, regardless of what it was, whether it was for dryness, whether it was for breakage, whether it was for something that damaged hair. Hair might have needed more porosity, more moisture. We have a line of products for all of that for all their hair care needs. And again, you can find those items either you can look me up on through the company, actually look for product up through the company by straight request, or you can call me directly at 501-541-5390, and I'll be more than glad to deliver those products to you, whatever your haircut product need is. Um, and as it relates to opportunity within our salon, for our private forward, we have a great, again, opportunity for those that are either just getting out of school or someone that may want to be transitioning from one salon to another. We have a 12 station salon, very nice salon. We have also a salon suite in the back if someone is interested in wanting to lease out the salon suite area. And we have individual spaces to where you are not private as a suite, but you're semi-private. You still have the opportunity to be able to talk with your client one with another without the interruption or something like that going on. We also run a professional business. I really believe that in our industry that we really want to try to run a professional business as it relates to those coming in, because we want to serve the public in every way, regardless of who they are, no matter whether they're rich, whether they're poor. If they want to come in and receive services, we want to be able to serve them in a professional manner, and that's been my philosophy throughout the years.
Well, praise the Lord. So now let's get back to that suite. So with the salon suite, it's almost like having a salon inside of a salon.
It is exactly that. It's like you said, with the salon suite, it's having a salon inside of a salon, and it actually relates to where it's really your own business. You can name that suite whatever you want to name it. It may be located inside a Creative Crown, but if you want your suite to be named something else, then we would be more than glad to put your suite name on the side of our building as advertisement to where you are located. Yes.
Right. Okay, so now with you being a traveling distributor, say I'm in Texarkana, Texas, and I order products for you. What's my turnaround? From the time I place my order with you, how long is it until I receive my products?
Well, generally, what I do is if someone want to place an order with me, now that you mentioned that, bring that up. Someone placed an order for me actually from Texarkana. This past weekend, he called me on Saturday, and I told him, I said, well, you know what? I'll put your order in the mail by USPS mail tomorrow, the very next day. So generally, if someone calls me, say on a Monday or a Tuesday, and they want to place an order with me, I'm generally putting that order in the mail the very next day. And by that, depending on location, I do have people that order from me from Dallas. So if they order from me as it relates to location and travel, then it may take anywhere from 2 to 3 business days for them to receive their product.
Okay, so now what about if I'm in Stuttgart, Arkansas?
If you're in Stuttgart, Arkansas, then those are some areas that I don't directly frequent. But if you were needing something prior to me actually getting to your area, then I would come to you in Stuttgart and deliver it to you personally. And if not, if you needed it prior to me delivering it to you, then I would put it in the mail to you, and that's generally next day delivery.
Okay, so I understand how your mail goes. So how about the one that you deliver person to? What's your radius?
Okay, my radius. Now that you mentioned it, my radius is generally, and I can tell you my days, my days of the radius. On Thursdays, I'm working the city. I'm working North Little Rock, Jacksonville, Little Rock, and Sherwood area. And then on Fridays, I actually deliver to. I make my rounds generally to Fordyce, Camden, Magnolia, Waldo, Prescott, and that area, Arkadelphia, Hope, and back toward Little Rock. And then on the fourth Friday, I'm up toward Texarkana. So I'll do Arkadelphia, um, Hope, Prescott, and then into Texarkana, Arkansas, Texarkana, Texas.
Okay, so on those various days,
Mhm.
if I contact you, I'm a new client, then you let me know basically the days that I deliver, you deliver in my area.
Right.
And so that gives me the opportunity to order my product in sufficient time to get it by the time that appointment is that I need it with that client. The stuff is in the shop.
It should be there in the salon. And what I generally do as it relates to that, I have a book. How should I put it? I have a kind of more like a phone book in my phone, and with all of my style clients' addresses, with all of their names, with their salon names. And what I generally do on a weekly basis is I'll text them to let them know that Faith Beauty Supply will be in your area today. And when I text them to let them know that I'm going to be in their area today, they sort of pretty much look for that. Someone will reply saying, "Hey, I need this, I need that," and then some do not reply. But those that do not reply, I still, for the most part, go by their salon and check them out anyway.
Okay, so but if I reply, I can be more specific.
You can be more specific, and that is what I am really trying to get my audience, my clients to realize, that if you reply to what you need and the amount and how you need it, it would better benefit me as a distributor for you So you can be so if I'm low on something
Right.
and you order from me, say today, then that particular product will be put back for you for tomorrow, and I won't sell it to anybody else because I know you need it for tomorrow.
Right. And if you was taking for the clients that you already had before I contacted you, if you didn't have surplus, then I said, oh, by the way, I need this. Okay, well now I'm gonna have to wait because I didn't give you time to have the quantity of what I needed.
Yeah.
So it's a communication business.
It is a communication business, and if you're local, I will say this: if you're local, Little Rock North, Little Rock, Jacksonville, Sherwood, and just by chance you're unable to reach me, I'm out of town somewhere. Well, that's the reason why I have my store set up inside the salon. Faith Beauty Supply and Creative Crowns are two entities that work hand in hand together because they are one. They are two entities under one umbrella, and so therefore, if by chance you cannot reach me and I get to you vehicle wise, you can run by my store at 2010 Pike Avenue in North Little Rock and purchase your supplies from there. And there's someone there that can sell you the product that as I have gave them leadway to do so.
Well, that's good because, like you said, sometimes we all have that last minute person that walks into the shop.
Indeed.
Well, then you say, well, you didn't tell me that, so they wasn't informed, so you didn't know. But then that's good that it's still they don't have to go try to find some secondary product, as we call some knockoff product.
Right,
to get the job done, they can come still get it from the same. Because I know once you start using a product and it has a particular quality to it, you really don't want to change. If you think about it, the average person, they don't change toothpaste. I don't care how toothpaste go on sale.
Yep.
If I'm used to Colgate, that's what I'm buying. You can have Crest on sale all day. Nope, I use Colgate. If I use Parodontax, whatever it is. So the same way with the products. Because once you find a product that's working for you and it's working for your client, if your client happy, you happy.
That's right. That's right.
So you want to keep that product coming in. Okay, so now let's go back to the possibility again. We kind of went through it, but when I'm in your shop, one of the things that I notice is the atmosphere that's in the shop. I don't have to be distracted with worldly television shows. I'm not distracted with worldly music. And so even if I have to wait, which normally because of the way your appointments are set, you're not waiting. If you get there 5 or 10 minutes early, you might. But my point is, in that preliminary time, I can actually meditate, have peace of mind. If I need to make a call, I can make it right there because there's no interruption, no distraction. Mm-hmm. And that's rare in our society today because most shops you go into, they got the television on. They say it's on for you.
Right.
It's on for soap operas or something, Then if you say, well, can I change that? Oh, well, we don't want to change it. Well, I thought it was on for me.
Right, exactly.
So in your shop, the atmosphere is just peaceful. And it's a quiet atmosphere in that you can meditate, you can think. And so that person that's looking to rent booth space or whatever, I think it's good for them to know that we don't want to change that environment. We don't want you to come in and bring loud music or soap opera, We want to maintain, because you think that person is in that chair, and usually they either going to talk to you or they reflecting.
Exactly.
But if it's something going on, if the television is blasting this or the radio is blasting that, now they are fully distracted and they may bring that frustration to the chair.
That's possible.
Or they may walk out the chair and take that frustration to
someone else, exactly.
So I don't think I wanted you to communicate that to the potential person coming in to rent booth space, but in their mind, well, when I go in there, like I'm gonna rent that suite, we're gonna be jamming back there. We don't want to come in jamming.
Well, as it relates to atmosphere, we do try to create a professional atmosphere at our salon. It's not taking anything away from you, the stylist, or you, the student stylist that's coming in, that's graduating from beauty school or whatever. It just that we would like to create an atmosphere that is conducive for each and every one that comes into our salon. Because again, we don't know who may come through our doors. And so because we don't know who may come through our doors, we truly want to be prepared professionally for those that are coming through. Again, as I stated before, we don't mind any and all types of clients that come through. but just when you come through, come through with a sense of grace within you, as far as it relates to no profanities and no
Right.
no actually smelling like weed or anything like
Right.
that. Because again, you're dealing with the public, and when we deal with the public, we ourselves truly want to be professional in dealing with the public. We shouldn't come in working in an environment where they have to smell those things or deal with those things as you working on them, the client.
And just say for myself, if I'm looking for a stylist and I'm gonna walk in,
Mm-hmm.
and I walk in and there's vulgar music and the odor of marijuana, I'm gonna do a U-turn.
Right.
So you might be the best stylist in the county, but because of the environment that you present, you can't do my hair.
I understand.
And so that's what we want to understand. Like you said, you got clients on all levels. So we don't want to just be a professional in that I'm good at what I do.
Yep.
I want to be professional in that when you walk into my environment, you feel welcome, you feel relaxed, you feel like I can be served here because I can handle this environment. Because I've walked into certain restaurants,
Yeah.
and I've had to ask for the manager and say, "Can you turn that music down?" And it's not because the music was vulgar; it's because it was so loud I couldn't hold a conversation.
Yep.
And over dinner, you usually want to have a conversation.
Right. Yes, you do.
And so that's what I'm saying. And if you're talking to a client and the environment, now you got to get loud. Now the folk in the next booth got their business because you had to shout for them to hear it. And that's what I'm saying. Is I want them to understand before they even call you, is that you're coming into a place that's built on professionalism all the way across the board. So whoever or whatever walk of life come in here for that hour, that 45 minutes, that hour and a half, whatever it is, they're going to be relaxed and at peace when they leave there. And they're going to feel like I can recommend this place. You think about you go some places and you do the survey. How likely are you to recommend friends? And I'm thinking, I could recommend them to your food, but I couldn't recommend them to your environment, your atmosphere.
Indeed.
I can't send no for. Why did you send me? That'd be like me recommending an R-rated movie to you, man. It's good, man. But when I say R, you already know most movies rated R was for either violence or cursing.
Yep.
It's either the language. So it's like, now why did he recommend me? But I'm assuming he went. And then you go there and be like, really?
Right.
And so that's what I'm saying about that environment is that you cannot just walk into the place and change the environment. If we're going to stay professional, and you want to be able, I don't care if the mayor needs a haircut, he ought to be able to relax in that environment. If the chief of police is coming in, he shouldn't be in there like, I need to search the place. It smells like,
Exactly.
And so those are some of the things that I think coming out of barber school and beauty school, the salons that I see when I have to walk in, as I walk in, I'm traveling, I'm like, who trained you?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody trained you to, to create the environment that anybody, when you say walk-ins welcome,
right.
You got to realize anybody can walk up in here from any walk of life.
That's right.
I way back when Evander Holyfield was the champion of the world boxing, he was in Las Vegas and he got stopped at a traffic light and he saw the name of a church. And he was in his limo. He let the window down. And the pastor had it so set that if you got outside of his church, you could hear the music. Evander was a Christian. He went to World Changer.
Exactly.
So he told his driver, he said, I like that music. He said, pull up in there and go in the church and tell the pastor that Evander Holyfield is out here and he wants to know if he can come to service and do you have any special seating for me? And the pastor said, with all due respect, I know who Evander Holyfield is, but you tell him in this church, only Jesus gets the specials. He said, I got a seat for him.
Right.
I'll put him in a place, a respectful seat, but I ain't got no special seat for him. And he went in. He went in and enjoyed the service.
Indeed.
You see, but he enjoyed the service because of the environment. And then when he saw, because he was a Christian, he wasn't offended because the world champion don't get treated special. He was more impressed that his name didn't trump the name of Jesus.
Indeed.
So so I say that to say, if you're not full of pride and arrogance, you should be able to work in the environment that's in your shop, and every client that comes in there should leave knowing I got a good job done today. Indeed. In a nice environment. I'll be back.
Indeed.
So now finally let's talk about the taboo of the location.
Okay.
Because sometimes, you say North Little Rock, people say, I don't cross the bridge.
That's true.
Other times
I have heard it.
you say Pack Avenue, I don't go on that end of town. But with the peace that's there, and I think sometimes they're looking at a 30-year ago
Right.
environment
Exactly.
as opposed to the way it is now.
Yeah. You know, that's I'm glad you mentioned that, Paul, because I do have some individuals that may be looking for a change in their location of work, or graduating out of beauty school or esthetician school or barber school, and decides that that Pike Avenue, if you want to hypothetically say that, is the hood. They don't want to come work in the hood. Well, I've been under the impression that based on my experience on Pike Avenue, on 2010 Pike Avenue, for the last um, 30 years almost, been there since '97, and I've had a great experience on Pike. I believe that you can create an atmosphere in your business to where it is conducive for anyone that walks in of all walks of life, as you stated before, regardless of whether it's the president of a major company or it's the janitor of a company. We want to be able to service each and every individual that come through our door with the same dignity, the same respect as anyone that comes in, whether you're of high echelon or low echelon. And our environment on Pike is a very good environment. I've not had any problems on Pike Avenue. And we speak of Pike Avenue, and you want to consider it as that, but there are just within a mile of me $500,000 homes being built. You see what I'm saying? So if it's such a bad area, why are they building $500,000 homes and new locations of businesses are coming on Pike? Yes, it has been circumstances to where you might have thought that way back in the past,
Right.
but things do change, and I'm a living witness that things have changed on Pike Avenue.
And coming to your shop, depending on what end you come from,
Exactly.
you pass a row of businesses. So my point is that entrepreneurs are on Pike Avenue.
There are.
And then also, each entrepreneur has a different level of class and style. So my point is, if I'm a classy guy, wherever I go, I'm gonna bring it up.
That's it.
And think about it, all my clients are coming there because I'm there.
Yep.
They trust me. So when they get there, and when they make it to 2010, and they like the environment, they already like the quality of my work. So I'm speaking from, I'm not a stylist, but I'm speaking from that professional stylist standpoint. Now, not only I've got a place that I can work in and feel comfortable. I can bring my clients in and they gonna feel comfortable. So then location is no longer an issue.
There you go.
You see, location to me is an issue in the absence of quality, both of work and environment.
Yes, sir.
If the environment, because you think about going to the store, you may have to drive through an area that feels a little to get to the store.
Exactly, yeah.
But you don't not go to the store.
There you go.
And then once you get in the store, none of that's in there.
Right, that's right.
So if I have to pass 2 blocks that look a little rowdy to get to 2010 to find out, hey man, I like this, and I like getting my hair, I'm gonna recommend this place. So that's what I'm saying. We want to get past that, kind of trying to read a book by the cover. Are you going on what somebody else said? He said, she said, and then it's kind of like borrowing somebody's offense. If it was me, I wouldn't go there. Well, it's not you, it's me. Let me go see.
Right, there you go.
So what's your why behind not going? Well, I just heard.
There you go. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, is that we don't want to let that keep us from at least coming to see.
Right.
Coming to check it out. I'm looking for a place. I'm coming out, and you haven't gone to barber school and worked there and helped. You know what that new individual, that new entrepreneur, that new stylist is going to encounter in other places, so they can come here and have an environment where anybody can come in. I mean, if you got a bunch of ghetto clients and you want to be rowdy and loud, well, then this ain't the place for you.
Right.
But I found out this. Sometimes we call for ghetto because of the address.
Right.
When you see their style and the way they carry themselves, they not, quote, ghetto.
Ghetto.
And they know how to talk. They know how to go in and out. You find out they managers on the job. You know, they handling customer service. So that's what I'm saying. Let's not just label a place hood or a person a hood rat just because of their address. Watch how they carry themselves. Watch how they interact. And I think that's important. So we got about 2 minutes left. Is there anything that you can think of that you didn't bring up to the table that you would like for a potential client to know?
Well, first of all, Prophet Ford, I want to first of all thank you for allowing me to have this opportunity to come to the reality of the gospel, to present my business. I want to thank those that have been in support of me for many years. You know, even when graduating from New Tyler Barber College and being an employee at Washington Barber College and graduating from Simpson Academy of Cosmetology just a couple of years ago. I want to thank all of you all for just believing in me even during those times many years ago. And as it relates to Creative Crowns and Beauty and Barber Salon, I want to emphasize that we are truly a salon that loves to work with people, love to work with stylists and barbers and estheticians, and even nail techs or braiders. We are a full service salon that can accompany anyone that wants to come in with those particular license. So as it relates to needing stylists, yes, we do need some stylists. We need barbers. We need estheticians. We need nail techs. We need braiders. As it relates to those things that we need, we welcome you. But again, we will welcome you with the arms of wanting to be a professional in this profession. I love this profession. I love what I do in this profession. I've been in this profession for over almost 40 years, and it has truly been a blessing to me in the 40 years I've been in it. And I do believe that I try to carry myself in such a way that is professional to anyone that encounters me as a person.
Praise the Lord.
Come by and check us out. Creative Crown Beauty and Barber Salon and Faith Beauty Supply, both located 2010 Pike Avenue in North Little Rock. Come by and check us out. You'll be glad you did.
Remember, Jesus will pull you through if you can stand the pull.
And encouraged through the uncompromising message that you heard today. If you would like to have this message in its entirety, send $8 for compact disc or $20 for video to the Reality of the Gospel Ministries Incorporated, P.O. Box 164091, Little Rock, Arkansas 72216. If you would like to become a partner with this ministry, you may do so by joining the Ally 200 Club at $25 a month, or you may become a Truth Ally for $10 or more each month. Send your offerings to the Reality of the Gospel Ministries Incorporated, P.O. Box 164091, Little Rock, Arkansas 72216. If you continue in God's word, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.